sometimes it's like a dream.
Life on a ranch is filled with moments of peace,
Pretty amazing.
interrupted by mountains of worry.
She's a little sick and dehydrated and lethargic because there's a storm coming in. We wanted to get her out of the elements.
This day, Rachel Showalter's mind is on calves
Constant care.
and weather.
You have superior videography skills, just the wind.
The wind won't outlast Rachel's love for ranching.
This is my Uncle Delbert and the owner of the property you're on.
On his land near Colburn, Colorado, Rachel helps Delbert with his cows and has some of her own now too.
But that '05 cow of mine,
She builds her herd as Colorado prepares to add another animal to the landscape by the end of the year.
we are the ones that will have to live with these consequences.
In November 2020, Colorado voted to reintroduce wolves, and the ballot measure won by less than 2%. A majority of the votes came from 13 of the state's 64 counties, and they mostly came from the Front Range, hundreds of miles east of where wolves will be introduced.
And then it just kind of thought, well, here's one more thing, to knock a rancher down.
Rachel's new concern is wolves brought into the state will kill the cattle she helps raise. And because of the Endangered Species Act, she can't protect them.
So if they're killing your dog in front of you, you're not allowed to do anything.
Come on, good girl.
In Durango, southwest from where Rachel worries,
Good girl.
Gary Skiba celebrates the outcome.
Stay.
He's happy his dog's training is going well.
Good dog.
Happier wolves are nearly back in Colorado.
Because they were here and were here for tens of thousands of years, and they were an integral part of the ecosystems.
Gary's had a few things written about him because of his pro-wolf stance.
They said this person is a biologist and a duck hunter.
He's over the name calling.
Come on.
But advocates like Gary are ready to welcome back the animal that was killed off in Colorado 80 years ago.
There's just the ethical benefit of having back a species that we removed that, again, in hindsight, we probably shouldn't have done. Well, we shouldn't have done. And just the effects that they have on the ecosystems. We have chronic wasting disease in our deer and elk populations. And we know that predators really, really do take the weak and the sick. What a good dog. I get that people have strong opinions either way on it, and there is going to be conflict.
Gary believes ranchers like Rachel should have a way of protecting their livestock if needed.
One of the things that wolf advocates recognize and always try to address is that we understand that somebody that is the person who's affected.
Well, I'm not a livestock expert, nor am I a wolf expert, but I do help facilitate conversations, which is why we're all here tonight.
Robin Young put herself in the middle of this two-sided fight.
Hello, hello.
Robin works for CSU Extension.
I really do appreciate all of the diverse faces here tonight.
CSU has organized multiple listening sessions and events that showcase opposing views.
It's to reduce the hostility between people and to have people from all sides understand the needs from all sides.
Obviously, it's more controversial because it's being forced on us.
I am a believer that the eradication of wolves was a tragedy.
That it is going to affect my livelihood there.
This rural-urban divide, you see it all over.
The university also started a wolf conflict reduction fund.
I'm a worrier, so I take it very, very personal.
Community members donate money to help ranchers get gear to protect livestock.
So we're hoping that that will take off.
So far, most of those donations have come from wolf advocates.
Yeah, nobody's the devil, no horns, no tails, nothing like that.
Round the clock. Worried about him.
The peaks that surround Rachel's uncle's ranch can feel small compared to the pile of conflict the vote created.
It passed. That's the way democracy works. We played God with wolves, and I think it's time to bring them back.
I'm against the ballot box biology. I'm against voters in a state getting to choose what wildlife live here.
Okay, good girl.
Common ground on wolves is tough to find on Colorado soil.
The state still hasn't figured out one small detail about the reintroduction of wolves. Where to get a bunch of wolves. Other western states that have wolf populations say they are not in talks with Colorado, which is what state leaders here had claimed. You can see all of our coverage of this long-running issue on 9news.com and on the 9 News app.